here tonight as Aaliyah Boston and as Mitchell off the screen.
MVP in this league.
See Gray inside for Wilson, who was too far. Take it right at her. Sets up Howard.
Be the MVP.
Good to go. The Fever led for most of the night. And Indiana tonight is trying to snap.
You make an adjustment, and then that.
Here is the MVP. And her left
between 12 and 11.
On Tuesday, grab an offensive Hammond. And here is Boston.
TOs, blobs, and slobs.
And an all-star. Young see it, not in time. It's a shot.
If you can make.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, flips it to Howard.
Basketball, the ball's been moving better.
From our partner at WTHR, we'll have her to have to watch these games from the side.
Playing the long run here, long game. That is Aaliyah Boston, and Aaliyah Boston's in all stats.
Here's Kelsey, 5 possessions. Here's Asia Wilson.
Doesn't count on any stats, right?
Correct. So far, the check hasn't arrived.
Deserves and demands a double.
Corner, Smith working the baseline. Former teammate in the list of Smith. Boston goes, saw a double team, kick out, check. Here's Mitchell left wide open.
Off that pin down action.
All sorts of space for Asia. Triple team, bounces for Howard. So confident as Jackie Young pushes.
Their footwork and their rhythm going yet offensively.
In Minnesota, here's Kelsey Cup championship game. She had 12 hot to close out the month of June.
Here, I think you go all in and
Shifty gets to the rim.
Done.
Young lines up
and get hot because we know Kelsey Mitchell.
Ball on the floor, knocked off. Clock violations have that shot clock. Young has to get rid of it.
Digging in, making it
a very rare miss. Mitchell's got 7 in the first. Boston driving on Wilson here in the first quarter. Asia Wilson.
Shoulders past Wilson's.
Is one of her very this season from the free throw line.
Definitely a key in getting to the line. One.
In that one. Lloyd whips it. That's their first turnover here tonight. They take
the ball inside and again back.
Wilson trying to locate Boston. Beautiful for the final shot here. On Evans on the drive, stunner steps.
Turnover ratio is tremendous for us
tonight. Here's Smith backing in, little
skill and upside.
Evans at Las Vegas bench this year. Here is Evans. She is defensively. Here's of it.
The athletic.
McDonald turns the corner. Indiana did not start the season. Here's Jewel Lloyd with.
Oh, good read.
Double team.
And all of those things in
the 2025 draft. So the Fever, Colson crossing over, gets in. Excuse me, have been just an unbelievable Fever, maybe even more so than
them. Throws off the rhythm of the team.
From outside of the painted area or the free throw.
Job of staying connected.
They're on an 8-0 run here.
Evans doing a good job getting skinny over the top.
So Asia Wilson, we saw Wilson already has 10 points. Gamecock on Gamecock in Wilson. McDonald back on the attack.
Too easy for the Fever.
It's been McDonald on the control. Wilson, one bounce.
Except for Asia Wilson on that play. It's Vegas.
Wilson from the baseline. Mitchell, beautiful passers. Only players tonight finds Boston. Indiana is shooting 63. Gains possession here for the Aces.
Oh my goodness, come on! It was out for the summer.
10 points here 1 week ago. Now it's Boston driving.
The capacity to play is
lives. They're reimagining health.
He is capable of scoring one-on-one. Right now, they're just really strong.
And almost their entire offense is
on Mitchell.
Boston high low.
I know that's probably
help lead the Fever.
She's just an incredible Fever. This is my 20th with a Fever.
With her.
Hasn't invited us yet for All-Star, but we're
aggressive in the first quarter off the screen. Indiana is shooting 65. Right up the gut. Hand off high and getting to the rim at will. Now Smith ducks in on it to her advantage.
I'm feeling sorry for herself today. I'm sure they
held a star-studded Aces team here since the Tamika Catchings era, and it just.
It's the detail they were to start the season, and we kept saying, "I see that. It's right in front of you."
Here's Jackie Young, just flips it up, gets inside, kick out Boston. This in the first half. Here's
I mean, you got to dig in. When she puts it on the floor like that, you got to spin the biggest target, right? You expect them to
the Fever have done a tremendous job of stifling the buzzer that she just kind of had to hoist up.
Good job by the officials.
Just a couple of years ago in a season.
Looked like zone. Matching up.
Howard in double figures already. Flips thought about the three. Drives on Boston. Fever built. Would expect a team with championship medal to.
Into Indiana's bench with KK Timber stays together.
And here's Lexi. Here's Kia Stokes from the corner. That's a frustrating one if you're Hammond. You spent.
You might as well play zone.
Mitchell just tips it up there, gets an offense. Mitchell drives by, Stokes gets in.
So you go zone, you take away from the game, Pat. It can be, but now Indiana's got to do it.
Young pulls up, Las Vegas, bounce pass inside. Mitchell
Looks like up close.
Those 2018 draft. Well, together a masterful performance. Mitchell through a double team, bounce pass. Boston with 4 fouls. Take over. Wilson hangs. Wilson with less than 4 minutes. Lexi Hull.
13, which is more than anyone
Tonight.
I think it's zone on makes, man.
God, here is Kelsey Mitchell.
No, it's business all the time.
Which immediately sent Las Vegas back. Mitchell off the screen. Clears some space. Fever fans. Now it comes away with it. Cunningham gets another shot. Really good looks. Pass. Time nigh on the drive, gets inside, flow kick ahead. Mitchell off to the rebounding.
Oh, nice.
Wilson gets free of the night here. And she is here's in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell. By 18, and it pays off. Well, collide has been something that's just been state, but in Iowa too. The support
At New York, at Atlanta, in attendance at WNBA.
certainly not how you draw it up. Far for the Aces. Asia Wilson circles, kickouts.
This has gone back to make sure you keep that lead.
Here's
So you pull up at the nail and you stick it.
there was a foul off the ball. Mitchell surge from the Aces has been escort pass. Beautiful find, Jackie Young. Where she played, looked for her first scoring in an opposing.
9 points for Wilson. She's now off the floor.
Here's Colson on the drive, hesitation. Here is the vet, finding some space. Side, whips it out to Lexi Hull. That at times has had some trouble holding. Here is a lead.
Without her, 18.7.
Fast does it happen?
6 is good. Lexi Hull, good hand down to 3. Ray pull. WNBA moves fast. And her former
With nothing happening.
tonight checks back in. Tap. And launches a deep run so much off of Austin. Shot clock down to 5.
It's the moment of ball pressure.
He crosses over made when she
It's
blocked
like
it.
volleyball.
Hull catch and shoot. Cut here from Indianapolis for the just hounding Jackie Young, forces him tonight.
Details through the fundamental.
Minute when she's on the floor.
And this is through her career to be able to.
On the floor. Are the engine of this offense. Without their best player, as Smith, Indiana led for nearly the entirety of the night, whether she'll play or not. Just about the entirety of the evening. Fever have some wiggle room here.
In game, so you don't have to say it after.
Here's Smith working on Boston this evening. And Boston. By the book, how you have with 11 and 10. McDonald off the screen. Boston 12.
Boston.
Here's Nalitz of their longest road trip of the season, Las Vegas. Colson step back. Cross-court pass. Here is Mitchell. Give her 25 here in game. Due to injury, Damiris Dantis empty out their bench.
Understands the schemes.
Cox for making that move. Donald came down with it.
Prices down to come back to Indiana. So
Joyner Holmes. Here is the Aces are shooting at 20 down again. Timpson fading over. Have followed up.
wondering what they would look like. Pat, because Asia Wilson has been the biggest target, right? You expect them to
would be down by 20. The Fever have done a tremendous job of stifling them. Was that Boston shot at the buzzer that she just kind of had to hoist up?
path Mitchell had her path. Good job by the officials.
Hasn't yet. She set the scoring record just a couple of years ago in a season.
Playing some zone here. Looks like zone. Matching up.
Got clock down to 5. Howard in double figures already. Flips
Vegas.
Young kick out. Wilson thought about the 3. Drives on Boston. Rebounds is going to have to take an early seat. Fever built. The Aces have responded as you would expect a team with championship medal to.
Now you get deeper into Indiana's bench with KK Tim.
Levity here.
Team that parties together stays together.
And here's Lexi Painbottle. I'll give him that. Here's Kia Stokes from the corner. That's a frustrating one if you're Hammond. You spent.
Isn't good enough, you might as well play zone.
Mitchell gets McDonald, misses. There's Howard who just tips it up there, gets an offense. Shovels back here for Mitchell. Mitchell drives by, Stokes gets in.
I like the strategy by Becky Hammond. So you go zone, you take away, change the rhythm. There's a lot of ways to change the rhythm of the game, Pat. It can be in rhythm of the game somehow.
To work when you can't.
Now Indiana's got to do
a passing lane. Young pulls up. 1 run to start the 3rd quarter here for Las Vegas. Bounce pass inside. Mitchell.
Throw on Kelsey Mitchell's head and see what it looks like up close.
Those right there are the top 2 picks in the 2018 draft. Wilson is putting together a masterful performance. Mitchell through a double team. Bounce pass here, picking up there in the backcourt. Austin with 4 fouls. Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson point lead down to 13, and it took less than 4 minutes. Lexi Hull.
Corner threes. She's made 13, which is more than anyone.
Right at 50% coming into tonight.
The zone gets set up. I think it's zone on makes, man.
Got a piece. Hole hits the deck. Kick out. Here is Kelsey Mitchell. Not when she's playing.
No, it's business all the time.
Foul call on Kia Stokes, which immediately sent Las Vegas back. Mitchell off the screen, clears some space. Hung up on the rim, tantalizing the Fever fans. Now misses the layup. Lexi Hull comes away with it. Cunningham gets another shot. Cunningam's going to leave it frustrated at a couple of really good looks. Trying to free up Wilson. Cross-court pass. Time Nye on the drive, gets inside, flow, leaves it short. Hull, kick ahead, Mitchell off to the right. And has done a really nice job of responding.
Oh, nice.
Wilson gets free.
I think Becky Hammond's been using a lot.
12th free throw of the night here. And she is hold on Evans here in the backcourt. 2 of the quickest players in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell. And see that by a team up by 18, and it pays off. Indiana Fever and Iowa collide has been something that's just been so many of you watching throughout the state, but in Iowa too. They support
arenas because they're at New York, at Atlanta, 1,000 fans in attendance at WNBA.
This is here tonight. It's certainly not how you draw it up, and what's been a disappointing night so far for the Aces. Asia Wilson, side of Wilson. Mitchell circles, kickouts.
Well, now that Las Vegas has gone back to right, you want to make sure you keep that lead. It's not attached, and she's in drop coverage. So you pull up at the nail and you stick it.
And there was a foul off the ball. An initial surge from the Aces has been at. Gray, cross-court pass, beautiful find, Jackie Young. In a building where she played. Look for her first scoring in an opposing.
29 points for Wilson. She's now off the floor. Not off the floor. She started Sophie Cunningham.
Here's Colson on the drive. Hesitation. Here is the vet finding some space. Mitchell turns on the Jets, gets inside, whips it out to Lexi Hull. Full here for this young team that at times has had some trouble holding. Here is Aaliyah.
Clark on the floor, 19.1 points per game without her, 18.7.
How does she see? And how fast does it happen?
6 assists to defense, which has been so good. Lexi Holt, good hand. Shot clock down to 3. Ray Polk. Life in professional sports, certainly the WNBA moves fast. And her former team.
She's got 4 fouls. Too much dribbling with nothing happening.
Asia Wilson, who's played 24 minutes tonight, checks back in. Chelsea Gray jumps in to steal the tap and launches a success doing so here tonight. Donald off those double screens we see Clark run so much off of. Austin in, got too far underneath. Well, she participates in America. Shot clock down to 5. Defending like this.
It's the over the top, like that right there. Lexi Hill keeping the ball pressure.
He crosses over. The sound the ball made when she blocked.
It's like volleyball.
Oh, catch and shoot. Cut. What a night it's been here from Indianapolis for the
By McDonald.
Just hounding Jackie Young. Forces it is a plus 27 here tonight.
Details through the fundamentals.
Fever winning a point a minute when she's on the floor.
Getting minutes, getting into the rotation, and this is through her career to be able to.
Hammond, all bench players now on the floor. Their biggest star, the engine of this offense. Talented teams in the league without their best player. As Smith at LA on Saturday, where Indiana led for nearly the entirety of the night. We'll see on Caitlin Clark, whether she'll play or not. And they have been there for just about the entirety of the evening. Fever have some wiggle room here.
So you might as well send it in game so you don't have to say it after doing when they get technical fouls.
There's Smith working on Las Vegas. This has been resounding here this evening. And Boston. This is by the book how you have to 18. Howard a double-double with 11 and 10 here tonight. McDonald off the screen. Boston here of the season as well.
Them out, Mitchell and Boston.
There's Nality. The Aces are in the midst of their longest road trip of the season. Game number 2 of 5 straight on the road for Las Vegas. Colson step back. Cross-court pass. Here is Mitchell. Points per game in her last 4. Give her 25 here in game number. Indiana without Caitlin Clark due to injury. Damiris Dantis, only 9 available players. They cannot empty out their bench.
Good teammate. Understands the schemes.
Real credit to Kelly Krosskoff, Amber Cox for making that move. Look there from Colson. McDonald came down with it.
Can grab you, and she turned some other franchises down to come back to Indiana. So
off the mark, offensive rebound. Joyner Holmes. Here is. The Aces are shooting at 20. Here's Timpson. Shot clock winding down again. Timpson fading over. And the Fever have followed up that.
we were wondering what they would look like.